Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is a very quick video going over a few things on a table saw. I actually didn't know I had to get out the manual, but I wanted to change. I have a riving knife on this table saw. I've used it for years like that, and I figured I should probably put on the guard. And there's also like an anti-kick part too that I know is stored underneath here. So I got out the instructions to show me how to put these on. Even with the instructions, it's a little bit unclear. So I'm going to show you the steps to take off this anti-kick guard. I'm gonna get a shot of it here in a second. I've seen it underneath there, but I'm gonna show you how to put it on. As always, make sure that your table saw either has a battery taken off of it or unplugged, which mine is unplugged. Okay, so I'm gonna take a shot of where this anti-kick guard is stored. You will find it underneath the table saw. Okay, so you will see the anti-kick guard is this little part right here. It has teeth on it, and it's attached by a stem, and you look at that and go, okay, how the heck does this come off of there? And it's actually really simple. All you do is squeeze this pin and it slips right off like that. Okay, so here's the blade guard right here. It came with the riving knife on it. Okay, so I've already removed this faceplate. If you don't know, this would normally be sitting on here, and I like that. This is really easy to take off. It just locks. There's a picture of a lock, unlock, and then you slip your finger into there, and then this just comes right off. So I'm going to set that aside for right now. Okay, so if you want to change this out, it came from the factory with this riving knife attached, and you look in here and you're like, okay, how does that come off? And there's really no way to get to it from the outside, so that's when I got out the manual. And here, right here, you can see there's a picture. So if you pull this out, that will release that. So I'm gonna put my camera on my tripod and get a shot of that releasing. Okay, so again, my table saw is unplugged. So you pull out on this lever, and then this releases and comes right out. And it's been in here a long time, and there's a whole bunch of sawdust. So I wanna change this out, and I wanna put the guard on. And so this just goes right back where the riving knife was, and you do it the opposite. Can you see this part? Comes out. So I'm gonna pull on the lever, so that just slips down in there, and then you let go, okay? And that is really tight in there. To put this on, you have to use that pin again. See what it does? Okay, you get it into place, push that pin, and then it slides down, and then it'll rest like this. If you wanna raise this guard, it does stay in that position. So I'm gonna lower this to a normal height. Here's another thing you might not know about, and I know a lot of times in my videos, people are like, you have your fence wrong. So there is an auxiliary fence over here that flips around. So if you are working with a piece that is very small, it's to allow for your push stick for your hand, and then your guard also. A lot of people chime in and tell me, well, that's when you're cutting a piece that extends beyond the work surface of your table saw. And that is true if you put it in this position that is the lowest. Here's the lower slot if you want to use this for large pieces that extend beyond the top of the table. But also it's for when you're cutting very narrow pieces and you put it in this notch that is higher. That gives you room for your material, for your hand, for your push stick. I think that this is really hard to get out of that place. I did put a little bit of WD-40 on the mechanism. That does seem to help, but it's stored in this position. But you would put it into this notch that is higher when you want it to actually sit flush. And then of course you lock this into place with this lever here, and then that does not move. It doesn't roll. Let me get a close-up of that. But I know a lot of people are like, you've got your fence is goofed up, and it's like, no, I don't. This is the one thing I wish they would change. I don't like how hard it is to swing back and forth. When it's sitting on the table, it's really pretty difficult to like grab. Usually I try to get it from the ends. That seems easier than grabbing it from the middle, but that just gives you an extra couple inches for your hand, for your piece of material for your push stick. Also, there is a push stick that comes with this, and it is found underneath the tool. No, it isn't. I lied. It's found right here. So here's their push stick. I almost never use this. I just think it's kind of flimsy, but it's stored right here. I have a gazillion of these nice wooden push sticks that I use, sometimes 2 of them at a time. My neighbor is a shop teacher, and at the end of every year, they throw a bunch of these away that the kids left or whatever. So he seems to have a bunch of them, and I have sawdust on my face. So I hope this video was helpful. If you don't follow me already, I hope that you will. I'm on TikTok and Instagram. I just wanted to do this really quick video because a lot of times people don't like to read directions, because I had to look at the directions that are written a couple times before I understood what they're saying. So I know a lot of times people jump on YouTube before they even try to get out their manual, just because it's sometimes hard to interpret. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, I hope you give me a follow and leave any comments. If I did this wrong, leave that for me in the comments if I'm completely full of it. I just had to base what I did for this video off of my interpretation of those directions. So if I did it wrong and I'm gonna hurt myself or hurt other people that watch this, let me know about that too, okay? So as always, I thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.